All right, so joining us now, we have a great NHL day here. Arda Ocal, you see him on the point on ESPN, all of ESPN's coverage of the NHL all over the place. And today's a great day because we have the first Frozen Frenzy of the season. Arda Ocal here with us. Arda, always great to see you. So is this the third season that ESPN has been doing Frozen Frenzy? Where are we now?
Yes, it's the third season. First of all, always great to be on the show, Zaz. You throw the bat signal up, and I will always answer. Yes, third season for Frozen Frenzy. John Butchergross, Kevin Weeks will be in studio for the Whip Around show. We also have an exclusive triple header. It starts with the Battle of Pennsylvania, the Penguins and the Flyers. TJ Oshie's in the house. I just bumped into him. Really cool that he's part of the coverage for Frozen Frenzy this year. Honestly, it's going to be a great time. It always is.
I remember the first year, and Butchergross, I believe, was a little bit nervous as to whether or not it was going to work. Do you remember what that first year doing it was like? Because it worked. It was fantastic, and it's obviously why you guys are doing it, every year now.
It kind of reminds me of doing the alternate broadcasts, and we just made an announcement that there's going to be more coming. I'm sure people saw the Monsters Inc. NFL alternate broadcast. I'm sure there's one in the NHL, like the NHL was mentioned in the press release. So like it kind of reminds me of the first time doing that, in the sense that it's something new, it's something different. Some people may be resistant to change, in the audience. So is this going to work? Doubt, etc. But you feel that magic, right? Like that first Frozen Frenzy, I could tell in within the first half hour that we were onto something special here, just because you could feel that magic. You could feel that the buy-in and the interest and the investment from not only around ESPN, but the hockey world and the sports world as well. It became an event, it became a sporting event. And so that's why I'm still excited about it in year 3, and it's something unique and fun to just break up the season, even though we're, not that far into the season. It's still October, but it's always nice to have these kind of destination dates on the calendar.
Now, of course, for it to work as well as everybody wants it to work, every team is playing tonight. The games start at 6 p.m., and they're staggered. Pretty much every 15 or 30 minutes, there's a new game. So there had to be buy-in from the league in order to, schedule games that are staggered like this. Do you have any idea what that process was like? Was like the league all in on it? Did they think it was weird?
I'm pretty sure the buy-in was pretty immediate. I'm executives having conversations well above my pay grade, but pitching ideas like this. I mean, in order for something like this to be executed, it would have to be bought in at all levels from top to bottom, from the commissioner on down. So, the fact that it continues to happen is a testament to the fact that everyone believes that this is a destination part of the year and something that should continue to happen. And I think that just the fact that all 32 teams are playing and you have the staggered starts, it just makes for something unique and something that's worth continuing.
I feel like the league, I don't know if we could still call the NHL and hockey a niche sport, but I feel like the league understands, Gary Bettman understands, that sometimes they need to do out-of-the-box stuff like this.
Oh, absolutely. And destination. I mean, Stadium Series, I would argue, has become, especially in the last few years, I mean, it's been around for a while now, outdoor games, etc. But like Stadium Series in particular has become a tentpole destination event. And that's, a testament to ESPN putting the marketing arm behind it and putting the investment into it, but also the NHL buying into that and wanting it to be something as well. So, I believe that Four Nations was like that. The World Cup of Hockey will be like that. There are events, Winter Classic, etc. Like they're just events that break up the routine of the regular season that become destinations. And I'll put alternate broadcasts into that, working with Beyond Sports and the alternate broadcast teams, Phil, Spike at ESPN, like how they ideate and put together broadcasts. Like I was part of the Big City Greens Classic, and that was one of my career highlights, as honestly, like I'm not even, this isn't hyperbole. This isn't me exaggerating. That was one of my top 3 career highlights in 20 plus years in this industry, just because it was something so unique, but also it garnered such a different audience. Like we got such a significant portion of just Big City Greens fans that wanted to watch this because it was their beloved show, but also kids that don't watch hockey that love cartoons and wanted to watch this, and it became a family shared experience. Like things like that to me are invaluable and a low barrier to entry to fall in love with the game of hockey.
So, correct me. Let me make sure if I get all of this right. Okay, at 4 o'clock today Eastern, we have the point. Arda's going to be hosting. You got the NHL Frozen Frenzy preview. We have a triple header tonight on ESPN, starting at 6 p.m. Eastern. Penguins at Flyers. Then at 8:30, Capitals at Stars. Then at 11, the final game of the night is Kings at Sharks. And starting at 6, we will have Frozen Frenzy whip around coverage starting at 6 p.m. on ESPN2. And then after that, I think it's maybe an hour long. After that, you have a whole night of Frozen Frenzy on ESPN Plus. Did I give a good rundown there?
That's perfect. And I will tell this is a little bit of a sneak peek behind the curtain. When I do college hockey, that's usually in a E, and that has an enormous video wall, and it looks gorgeous on TV. And that wall, in parts, will be seen as part of our Frozen Frenzy coverage. I don't know how often, but you'll know it when you see it, and it'll probably be, I would guess, one of the things that people say, "Wow, this is a spectacular shot in studio." So I'm excited for people to see that, especially in the context of all of these games going on at once. I think that's going to be one heck of a visual, and soundtracked by Bucci and Weeks, which will be great.
That's awesome. So, of course, tonight, the Florida Panthers, part of Frozen Frenzy, they get the 7 o'clock start time, which is their normal start time, all right? It's right here at Amerant Bank Arena. Panthers are hosting the Ducks. Give me some early season thoughts on the Panthers. They got out to the hot start, then they had the big losing streak, and they are, though, coming off of their best game of the season a few days ago against the Golden Knights, giving them their first regulation loss of the season. Give me some early thoughts on the Florida Panthers.
Yeah, that just reminded everybody that they're not a team to bet against. I saw a lot of prognostications before the season started, Zaz, that maybe the Panthers won't be a playoff team. They lost Barkov, they lost Kachuk. Give me a freaking break. This is a playoff team, okay? Enough is enough. I'm already done with the midseason form predictions. No, the Florida Panthers are a playoff team. That's my opinion. I think that they're going to be just fine. They're going to have their ups and downs because they're missing arguably the best two-way player the game's ever seen. He's in the conversation. And, of course, one of the heartbeats of that team in Matthew Tkachuk. Of course, those are going to be two big losses, but that doesn't mean there isn't enough firepower, enough depth on that team to, at minimum, carry them to a playoff spot. I just think it's ludicrous that that's where we go immediately. Yeah, sure, if you lose two of your best players, but that third line is maybe one of the best third lines in all of hockey. Like, that third line was one of the reasons they won the Stanley Cup.
Yeah, of course. So the team they're facing tonight, the Ducks, are off to a decent enough start to the season for a team that's always missing the playoffs. New coach Joel Quenneville, former Panthers coach Joel Quenneville. I haven't paid too much attention to the reaction around the league with Quenneville. Has it been a story with one of the all-time great coaches back in the league now?
It was when he returned to Chicago, but I do think that in terms of coverage, unless there's something new that develops, might be in the rearview mirror at this point. I know that he has said, "Look, I've done my due diligence. I've done, the work internally, and I'm ready to move on. I've had the right conversations, etc." And so I believe that's where we're at in terms of Joel Quenneville, and now he prefers to focus solely what's happening on the ice and bringing his team to a playoff spot. And in that context, he's one of the best coaches in the game. And so he's going to, certainly benefit that young Ducks team that has a lot of interesting pieces. And you have some players that are really coming to form, the Leo Carlsons of the world. They've added some veteran presence with the likes of Jacob Trouba, Chris Kreider. And they have an interesting goaltending situation with Dostal as a possible starter and a couple of veteran-type goaltenders behind him that can fill in the backup spot.
So, Frozen Frenzy tonight. Arda, give me a couple of the games that are standing out to you.
Habs and Kraken for sure. Devils and Avs. Those are four hot starts to the season. So I'm very much looking forward to that. the Penguins are off to an incredible start, so them facing the Flyers will be a very fun one as well. So those are three off the top of my head, but I'm just excited for I hope we get the most goals in NHL history, Zaz. I hope we exceed, what is it, 113? I hope we get like 125.
So tonight, again, 6 o'clock, triple header begins on ESPN, and you got Frozen Frenzy, which will be available all night long. It's Red Zone for NHL. It'll be available all night long on ESPN+. Arda, before I let you go here, who are we hoping is John Cena's final opponent, Saturday night's main event in December?
Edge. It's not going to happen.
Any way that happens?
It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, but Edge would be great. That would be poetic. That's for sure. I mean, look, if I'm John Cena, honestly, I'm probably asking for a guy to elevate. Like, I know Gunther's name is out there. That would probably be the guy that he asks for, because he probably would want to elevate a young talent, honestly. And he does have a couple of matches left that he could face legends or people that, you know, he would love to see one more time in the ring along the way. But I would bet young, up-and-coming future world champion over legend, unless it's The Rock. Unless The Rock just randomly shows up and says, all right, I need to have this match, then let's scrap all plans, because that would be the match to do.
Are you old school? Are you against the idea of him winning his retirement match?
He deserves it. If that's what I don't think he would want that, though. I think that, like, if you believe all the reporting out there, like him losing to Brock, for example, like him choosing to do that, or whatever is true out there, you know, we don't know for sure unless we work there. But I would guess that he's the kind of guy that's like, I want to be looking at the lights in my very last match.
Arda Ocal, you'll see him today, 4 p.m. Eastern, Frozen Frenzy preview on the point, gets everything started on what's a really fun night for the National Hockey League on ESPN. Arda, excellent job. Great job catching up to you. I appreciate you.
Anytime.